Hello students, in this class you are going to learn some more information about union government. Okay, so what we discussed in previous class, in the previous video we discussed about the union government, especially about the union legislature. We discussed union legislature. So, union legislature also called parliament. Union legislature also called parliament. Student, what kind of parliament we have? We have bicameral legislature. So, what is bicameral legislature? I told to you, if the legislature having two houses, that is known as bicameral legislature. So in the same manner, in our union parliament, there is a house with the name of Rajya Sabha and also there is a house with the name of Lok Sabha. That is the reason why our parliament is bicameral type of legislature. So as a part of this content, in the previous class, we discussed the complete information about Rajya Sabha. So Rajya Sabha also known as House of Elders. So now in this class you are going to learn about Lok Sabha. Children, Lok Sabha is called House of People. Lok Sabha is called House of People. Why? Why Lok Sabha is called a House of People means the members of Lok Sabha directly elected by the people. Members are directly elected by the people. Children, you may get the question like this. House of Lok Sabha is called House of People. Why? So you have to write answer here. The members of Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people. That is the reason why Lok Sabha is known as House of People. Already you are having the complete information about Indian election system. In India, elections are conducted for every 5 years. That is known as general elections. Through the general elections, people are directly appointing the people to that Lok Sabha. That is the reason why Lok Sabha is known as House of People. Children, in Lok Sabha, the total members are 545. The total members in Lok Sabha are 545. In that, 543 and the remaining 2. How many total members are there? 545. In that, 543 are elected by people. And the remaining 2 are Anglo-Indians. So we can say that so they born in another country, another countries, but they are their family or their father or mother belongs to India means they are considered as a Anglo-Indians. So remaining 2 are Anglo-Indians elected by President. Children, I hope you are clear with this one, right? Lok Sabha is known as House of People. Why? Because means members are directly elected by the people. So here total members are 545. In that 545, 543 are elected by the people directly, and the remaining 2 are elected by the president. Who are they? They are Anglo-Indians. Children, it is a very important objective type of question. The 2 Anglo-Indians to the Lok Sabha are appointed by President. The two Anglo-Indians to the Lok Sabha are appointed by whom? President. And some more information here. In India, there are some reservations are given to scheduled caste as well as scheduled tribes. In order to encourage them in a political activities, in the union government provided some reservation to scheduled caste as well as scheduled tribal. In the same manner, among these 543, 79 seats are reserved. 79 seats are reserved for scheduled caste, and 41 seats are reserved for scheduled tribes. 79 seats are reserved for scheduled caste. In the same manner, 41 seats are reserved for scheduled tribals. So this is the membering structure of Lok Sabha. Here, Lok Sabha is known as House of People because the members are directly appointed by the people. 545 members are there. In that 545, 543 are elected by the people. Remaining 2 are Anglo-Indians elected by the president. And 79 seats are reserved for scheduled caste and 41 seats are reserved for scheduled tribals. So now here, term of office. Term of office. Children, the term of office of Lok Sabha members are 5 years. 5 years. In Rajya Sabha we discussed, right, the term of office of Rajya Sabha member is 6 years. In the Lok Sabha, the term of office of Lok Sabha members are 5 years. Here, it is not a permanent body like a Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is not a permanent body like Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha will dissolve. Lok Sabha dissolves by the president. Lok Sabha dissolves by the president with the recommendations of Prime Minister. This is the point, very important, children. Lok Sabha is not a permanent body like Rajya Sabha. Why? Because means Lok Sabha dissolved. Dissolved means cancelled. By whom? By the president. Based upon whose recommendations? Based upon the recommendations of Prime Minister. Here, Prime Minister is the head of all the ministers. Whenever the Prime Minister recommended to the President to dissolve Lok Sabha, at that time President dissolves Lok Sabha with the recommendations of a Prime Minister. That is the reason why this house is not a permanent house like Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha will get dissolved at any point of time by the President with the recommendations of Prime Minister. Sometimes the term of office of Lok Sabha members will be extended. In what cases the term of office of Lok Sabha members are extended means during emergencies. Children, during emergency situation, Lok Sabha members' tenure will be extended for another year, extended for 1 year. See, what kind of emergency here? National emergency. national emergency and financial emergency. This information you get to know in the coming classes. So during emergency situations, the tenure of Lok Sabha members are extended for another 1 year. Children, this is very important. Look at the things carefully. The term of office of Lok Sabha members are 5 years. Lok Sabha is not a permanent body like Rajya Sabha. Why? Because means Lok Sabha dissolves by the president with the recommendations of Prime Minister. That is the reason why we cannot say that before 5 years only their term of office will be complete. But some situations, the term of office of Lok Sabha member will extended for 1 more year. In what cases? During emergency, that is national emergency or financial emergency. In any kind of situation, the Lok Sabha member tenure will be extended for another 1 year. So this is the structure of Lok Sabha as well as the term of office of Lok Sabha members. So children, if a person want to be contest in Lok Sabha elections, what are the qualifications he needed? The qualifications to become Lok Sabha member. So if a person want to contest in Lok Sabha elections, what are the qualifications he needed? First of all, should be a citizen of India. Should be a citizen of India. Next, should not be less than 25 years of age. Should not be less than 25 years of age, and should not hold any office under government. Should not hold any office under government, and should not be a unsound mind. Should not be a unsound mind, and should not punish it under law. Should not punish it under law, and finally should possess all qualifications specified by the parliament. Children, there is one technique here. If the question may ask, what are the qualifications to become a Rajya Sabha member and what are the qualifications to become a Lok Sabha member? Both points are same, but here you can find the variation in age only. A person want to be a Lok Sabha member, he must have minimum 25 years of age or more than 25 years of age. But a person want to become a Rajya Sabha member means that person must have 30 years of age or more than 30. That is the one and only variation. Remaining all the things are clear here. Okay, first of all, here the first qualification he need should be a citizen of India. It is a common only. In the remaining, he should be a citizen of India. After that, should not be less than 25 years of age. This is very important key point. Rajya Sabha means how many years? 30. Lok Sabha means it should not be less than 25. Means 24 means not accepted. Either it may be 25 or more than 25. And should not hold any office under government. Simply we can say that he should not be appointed in any government sector. If he appoints, he should resign for his post and he should contest in the elections. And should not be unsound mind. Should not be unsound mind. So here a person should be with a good mental condition. He should not be a unsound mind, and he should not punished under law. He should not take any punishment under law. So he should not be accused in any one of the case by the court of law, and he should possess all the qualifications that are specified by the parliament. Actually, the parliament will issue some qualifications which are needed. So all the qualifications he must possess. Then only he is eligible for the election for Lok Sabha seat. So should be a citizen of India, should not be less than 25 years of age, should not hold any office under government, should not be unsound mind, and should not punish under law, and he should possess all the qualifications needed for Lok Sabha member. So these qualifications, if any person having these qualifications, then he is eligible to contest in the elections of a Lok Sabha. So children, so far we discussed the complete structure of Lok Sabha, and after that what qualifications are needed to become a Lok Sabha members. Now you are going to learn about another important concept. So now you are going to learn an important concept in the Lok Sabha only, that is about Lok Sabha speaker. Children, you may get to know the information about the speaker, right? Whenever you are watching a Lok Sabha session, in India in the TV channels, you may identify that one person is maintaining the house. That person is known as speaker. The person is known as a speaker. So at present, who is our speaker, children? Om Birla. From Bharatiya Janata Party BJP, Om Birla is our speaker at present. Okay. First of all, let us talk about how speaker will appoint. So after general elections, all the members of Lok Sabha, how many members are there in Lok Sabha? 545. Among all the members, with the consent of all the members in Lok Sabha, they will appoint one person as a Lok Sabha speaker. Among all the members 545, one person will appoint as a Lok Sabha speaker. Along with the Lok Sabha speaker, another person will be the deputy speaker. Speaker and deputy speaker. So these both are appointed among the people itself. But here, what is the role of a speaker in the parliament? See, the speaker is responsible to maintain dignity of the house. Dignity of the house. Generally, the speaker of a concerned house is from the either he is from the opposition party or else either he is from the ruling party. Most of the time, the speaker will be from the ruling party itself. So now, Om Birla is there, right? So he is a speaker appointed by all the members of Lok Sabha is from the ruling party. So what is the role of a speaker here? The speaker has to maintain dignity of the house. So in a house in Lok Sabha, opposition party is there, ruling party will be there. So opposition party people and ruling party people, they are discussing together about a particular topic, right? That discussion is controlled by Lok Sabha speaker only. So that is the reason I told you here, dignity of the house maintained by the speaker, and more importantly, including prime minister in the house, all the members are expected to give respect to the Lok Sabha speaker. All the members in the house, they should give proper respect to the speaker along with the prime minister. In the absence of speaker, deputy speaker is responsible to conduct a session. In the absence of a speaker, deputy speaker is responsible to conduct a session of the Lok Sabha House. So here, when the speaker role is very important. Okay, the discussion will be going on about one bill. Finally, after discussion, they will take votes from the ruling party as well as opposition party. When the votes of the people are equal, example, one bill is introduced. For the bill, equal votes. Example, 20 votes they got. One bill that got 20 votes and 20 votes. 20 votes from the ruling party, 20 votes from the opposition party. At that time, what is the justification? At that time, speaker will give his vote. Example, speaker will give vote to the ruling party plus 1 year. Plus 1. In the same manner, speaker will cast his vote in favor of opposition party plus 1. At that time, what happened? Majority of votes in which side is there, that decision they will consider. So the speaker role is very important when he is casting the vote. When he will cast the vote, if a bill got equal rights in favor of and against, at that time speaker will cast his vote either in favor of opposition party or either in favor of ruling party. So that is the reason why the role of speaker is very important. Children, speaker, deputy speaker, and also one more important speaker, one more important terminology, that is pro tem. Pro tem speaker. Who is pro tem speaker? Listen. Immediately after general elections, the first meeting will conduct in Lok Sabha. Immediately, I hope you are very clear. Immediately after general elections, the first meeting of Lok Sabha, no speaker is appointed, no deputy speaker is appointed. That is the house all about to appoint speaker, to appoint deputy speaker. At that time, who will manage the house? At that time, pro tem speaker is manage the house. Listen again. Immediately after general elections, in the first session of Lok Sabha, there is no speaker, there is no deputy speaker. At that time, there is a pro tem speaker. So in the presence of pro tem speaker and all the members, speaker and deputy speaker is appointed. After appointment of speaker and deputy speaker, the pro tem speaker responsibility will be removed. So now here we discussed about speaker, deputy speaker as well as pro tem speaker. So children, regarding speaker, that is very important concept. So he is a responsible person to maintain the dignity and decorum of the house. Dignity and decorum of the house. Okay, children, another important concept that you are going to learn now, that is role of opposition leader. First of all, before going to talk about opposition leader, in house Lok Sabha, three things are there. First of all, speaker. So already we discussed about speaker, right? After that, ruling party. The third one is opposition party. Ruling party and opposition party. So we discussed about speaker, right? Who is speaker? He is a responsible person to maintain dignity of the house. Next, ruling party. What is ruling party? In general elections, the political party which got majority of votes, majority of seats, we can say that majority of seats. The political party that won majority of seats in the general elections, that is known as ruling party. Next majority, second majority. second majority that is formed like a opposition party. So now this is the structure of Lok Sabha: speaker, ruling party and opposition party. Now democratic country like India, democratic country like India, opposition is very important. Why? Here is my question to you. Democratic country like India. India is a democratic country, right? Democratic country like India, the opposition party is very important. Why? See, example, if there is no opposition means there is no person to question the activities of a ruling party. So that is the reason why opposition leader is very important. First of all, see, to examine the policies of government, to examine the policies of government and to make alert the government and leaders. So now the opposition party role will be here to examine the problems of a government. Next, to make alert the government as well as the leaders. So that is the reason why. See, whenever the government is introducing some policies, at that time the opposition party leader, he will question the government, and moreover that he will examine the policies of the government. To examine the policies of the government and to make alert the government as well as the leaders. And the opposition leader will highlight the wrongdoings. Opposition leader highlights wrongdoings by government. See, in the execution of government policies and anything, if the government is doing anything wrong, at that time, opposition leader, he will highlight those points and he will speak in the house. That is the reason why the role of opposition leader is very important, especially the country like India, where we are following democratic system. Children, if the question may ask, democratic country like India, opposition is very important. Justify your statement means you have to write these 3 points: to examine the policies of the government, to make alert the government and leaders, and opposition leader always he will highlight the wrongdoings done by the ruling party. So, my dear children, in this session you are learned about the structure of Lok Sabha, and after that you learned about what are the qualifications are needed to become a Lok Sabha member, and the tenure of Lok Sabha member, and about Lok Sabha speaker, and most importantly the role of opposition leader in the Lok Sabha you learned so far. So in the coming class we will meet again with another important topic. So I hope all the students are very clear about this content. So we will meet again in the coming class with further information in the same lesson. Thank you children. Have a nice day.